and gentlemen, and we are here at Eagan High School for the second round of Section 3 4A playoffs, Dan, and we've got Bloomington Jefferson coming into town. Winner will play next Thursday night in the section finals. Bloomington Jefferson has got a few familiar faces. We got Matt Volum on the sideline, Dan.
I see
He's
that.
A former head basketball coach here, maybe about 5-7 years ago. And anyway, he's one of the assistant coaches over there at Bloomington Jefferson. What do you expect out of tonight's game, Dan?
Well, Pat, an exciting night. It starts off with a rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by high school student Everett Parker. Crowd gets excited with that national anthem, and now we're doing some introductions, and it is playoff time here. I think everybody's looking at Daniel Freitag, number 5 for Bloomington Jefferson, well-known high recruit for point guard in the state of Minnesota. I think the key to the game here will be how will Eagan match up and guard that talent, and then what will Bloomington do to move the ball around when they get the Eagan pressure on number 5.
Well, we've got a lot of question marks here tonight, Dan. Number 1 is Freitag. He's a top recruit in basketball, and he's a top recruit in football as a wide receiver over there, Bloomington Jefferson. He's got full ride scholarships already to Notre Dame football and basketball, Wisconsin football and basketball, then Virginia and all over the place. He's going to pick his school at some point and have a great career. We're going to watch him on TV someday on that. But they got another question, number 52, Anthony Thorman. He's just coming back off a new knee injury, so they haven't really played with him all that many games. So it'll be interesting how he fits in. But on the Blues side, Dan, we had an injury of Emmanuel Schmitter, and I think the top matchup with Freitag would be Emmanuel Schmitter being able to contain him a little bit athletically. But he went down with a pretty bad ankle sprain. He's on the floor right now. We'll see how he is, but he's a guy to watch. But also at shoot-around this afternoon, Oscar Kazan has a head cold right now, so he's not going to be going at 100%. And also Charlie Burke sprained his ankle in practice yesterday. So we got the walking wounded here with Eagan, along with some question marks here with Daniel Freitag, and he's going to jump center against Jack Hansen here for the Eagan Wildcats.
And he goes up and gets it.
Tip controlled by Jefferson. That's number 3, Washington. He'll hand it off to Luck. Weaving around. Everybody's focused on where Freitag is, number 5 on that backside. He's the one with the pink shoes.
That being said, Pat, what's interesting is Eagan's in straight man-to-man. They're switching, but nothing special other than man-to-man.
They're man-to-man, but they're switching, and they're just going to guard Freitag all over the place. A little bit of tip pass, and off the foot of Daniel, and it's going to go to Eagan way. First turnover there, Jefferson. Be interesting how Jefferson defends here. I know that they're really concerned. I'm decently friends with Jeff Evans, and he was telling me they just need to contain the outside shots here, which we've seen many, many times, getting a lot of open looks and a lot of three-point shots. Here's the first shot up of the game here. Mamalakis for 3 on that right side. And Jefferson takes the first lead.
Looks like we're going to have a good matchup between the two big men, number 52 Thorman for Bloomington and 40 for Hansen for Eagan, about the same size, and they're guarding each other right out of the chute. 6'7", 6'5".
Both teams working the offense pretty methodically right now. Here's Oscar Kazan up on the top, looking inside, down low, Jack Hansen, turning. Thorman guarding him, looks up off the pump fake. Thought he wanted to go off the glass, but lost his balance just a little bit, but he got the bucket down low over Thorman. Here's Freitag, guarded by Max Busley now. They'll switch all over on Freitag. Freitag is averaging 29 points a game, Dan. He'll do it from three-point range. He'll do it from penetration. And the word is, you don't even know that he's scoring. All of a sudden you look at the box score and he's got 25 You know, a lot of that comes off of free throws, offensive rebounds right there. And we're going to go off of last touch by number 4, Mamalakis. He got hit in the face there. I don't know if the ball hit him or he got an elbow. I know Emmanuel Schmitter went up high with that rebound, as did Freitag, and controlled by Emmanuel. I think that was maybe the first question that we answered with that top ankle sprain of Emmanuel. He's limping right now, but at the shoot around he was concerned about if he could jump or not, but he got up in the air pretty well on that one. Oscar Kazan. Now Max Busley looking slow here, but a 25-footer for Carruthers for 3. It'll be nice to get him going there, Dan.
That was from Dakota Hills Middle School.
That was. We got a whistle on the floor. I think number 4, Mamalakis, who got hit in the eye or poked in the eye. It looks like he's holding his eye.
That was a couple possessions ago. It looked like he was going to gut it out. But
yeah, I think he got poked in the eye, and he'll
just
get some treatment, and he'll be back, I'm sure. Horton will sub in for him. It's Washington run the point up here. Number 11, Luck. Number 52, down low now to Freitag, guarded by Max Busley, tipped away. Max did not help off of him, you notice that, on that penetration by Washington. Baseline penetration, cut off, tipped around, and we got a steal on Emmanuel. Here's Carruthers, just hit his last 3-pointer. Emmanuel's going to give it a shot, no good. Good box out there down low by Thorman. And Jefferson will go 5-3 here quick. Little wiggle and dealing on Freitag here. Max Busley's got the assignment on him. I feel like Emmanuel probably would have gotten the matchup with him, except with the sore ankle, he might have gotten subbed off of those duties. Here's Busley. Hands are out wide. Freitag will draw a lot of fouls. Very slow, methodically. Tipped around, picked up also by Luck. Now we got Thorman now on the right side. Very long possession here.
The Eagan student section loves the defense here, giving them some encouragement to prolong the defense.
Oh, had a little slip screen there by Thorman, but they didn't see him. Here's Washington. It's back and forth here. Here's Freitag from deep. Almost got a pass inside. High-low. Tipped away by Emmanuel Schmitter and picked up by Oscar Kazan. Another turnover. I feel like they've got about 2 or 3, 4 turnovers. On my right is Bill Bernard taking stats here for me. On my left is Dan Hope running color. My name is Pat Dorsey, coming with you at Eagan High School first section play. Here down low, there's Freitag. He's going to get a score and a basket. There's that top down low. Freitag is awarded with a basket and a foul. He'll go to the line, shooting 1 free throw off of Carruthers' foul.
And what I saw there, that was a set play by Bloomington. They purposefully got Freitag posted up, got him the ball. Well, he had the clear advantage with the position that he set up in down there on the block, and he's strong enough. Got his shoulder turned, squared up, banked it in, got the foul, has a chance for a 3-point play. It's nice.
I think we'll see that play again. It kind of came up really quick. I wasn't looking to see if we had any ball side help that could have dug on that one or not, or if they cleared everybody out. We'll take a look at that play again. We got a couple subs for Eagan. That's Alex Schruppfer now, as well as Trevor Searing. Liam Madigan with the basketball again. Not a very fast-paced game at this point, Dan.
A lot of half-court offense so far.
Oh, there's a lot of contact, and we're going to get a charge called on Freitag. Alex Schroeffer put his shoulder down into the defender, and he drew the charge call on that one. Second team foul there by Eagan, and that'll be Eagan's second turnover versus 4 turnovers by Jefferson. Here's number 2, little penetration, Horton. Long 3 left-hand shot, no good. Kazan battling with the big men, and he picks up the rebound, and here comes Eagan. Busley, Madigan now on that left wing. Here's Busley, pull-up jumper from 15. Must have gotten tipped a little bit. Good defense there by Gavin Luck, a 6'3" senior.
Eagan was looking for the tipped or partially blocked shot there, but didn't get the call, and it goes the other way.
Looked like it may have, but it wasn't called. Here we go, we got that top-down play again. And we got Swarm, 3 guys on him this time. Penetration, kick out to number 2, Horton. And he's found the range there. That's Horton hitting the 3-pointer on the left corner. Started by Freitag down low, kicks it off to his buddy who penetrated baseline, and then he found the far side court by Horton who drills it. 9-5 Jefferson at this point.
Pat, do you think that it would be a strategy by Eagan to purposefully slow the game down, or is this slow pace just happening?
In my experience with Jefferson is dictating this pace. They're very disciplined on the defensive side of the ball, and they don't make a lot of mistakes. Great hustle, defense, offensive possession. Searing gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Oscar Kazan, who drains a 3-pointer, and that'll get us back to 1. High-low, here's Thorman. Swings it around, looking down low on Freitag. He loses the ball, tipped last touch by Searing.
Well, I can see the Jaguars really like to post him up. I'm guessing he's not only strong enough, but if you've seen him jump, he can jump over the defense who's ever guarding him at the block.
Yep, and with Emmanuel Schmitter being a little bit hobbled, it's a little bit tougher for him to guard him down low there. Here's Madigan now guarding him. Hands it off. Here's Searing. Little hop back, 3-pointer. No good, tipped around. Last touch, I think, is going to be Jefferson's ball. Last touch by Carruthers on that backside rebound. So we've seen a little bit. I don't know that McKenzie would have wanted this matchup, but I was kind of excited for this matchup. I hadn't seen Daniel play yet, and he's a good player.
And if you're dialing in and just joining us, that's number 5 for Bloomington in the pink shoes.
There's a little runner on the baseline, Marcus Horton, 6-foot sophomore.
He's hot.
I remember Marcus in the younger days. He played at Apple Valley against our kids back in those middle school days, and he transferred over to Jefferson now. So back to Jefferson. You know, my experience coaching against Jeff Evans, who's the head coach there, they just packed it in. They put ball pressure on it and just made you earn every possession. Here's a little pull-up jumper left-hander by Carruthers, and he's got his second basket off that little ball screen at the top of the key, and he pulls up from about 16 and drains it, and then we pull ourselves back to 1 point again. Here's Washington, a little high-low over the top of 3 hands, and Freitag glass touches it, tips out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover. It's the 5th turnover on Jefferson, thanks to Bill Bernard, keeping the stats here. 2 turnovers by Eagan and 5 for Jefferson. Rebounds are even at 2 apiece. Just under 10 minutes to go here. Eagan had its first lead with the first shot of the basket, but then trailed ever since. They're looking to see if they can get their second lead now. Here's Carruthers again. Cross-court pass. Oscar Kazan is not in the game right now, so Emmanuel Schmitter is running the point. Charlie Burke, who we mentioned, who's got a sore ankle, he's in the game. We're going to keep an eye on his ankle strength as well. Liam, here's Charlie on that left side. So as you can notice, Dan, every time Eagan catches it, there's got a guy in him right now. They don't have many open shots, and that's the defensive ability of Bloomington Jefferson. Freitag penetrates her against 2 guys, and he gets the shot blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Jefferson.
Eagan sending in some substitutes. And look who's back. We have Mamalakis from Bloomington, the guy with the either the hit to the nose or the poked eye. He looks like he's recovered. He's back in, number 4.
Yeah, it looked like he was holding his eyes. It's good to see that nothing's wrong with him. So Jefferson comes in here with a 14-12 record. They've had an interesting schedule this year, Dan. They lost their first 3, they won their next 4, they lost their next 5, and won their next 5, and then they've gone every other since. So they won their last game, so maybe for the Eagan faithful that would follow suit.
They can hope, right?
Yes. A little down low. Freitag really does a nice job holding that seal.
Yeah.
And Jack Hansen reaches around, has his hand on his hip, and got the foul called on him. That's Eagan's 3rd foul of the game. Jack's 1st.
Yeah, relatively few fouls so far in this game.
Another Carruthers reaches around and gets the steal again. So defensively, Eagan's doing a great job defensively, forcing several turnovers. Here's Schmitter off of a ball screen on Jack Hansen, and rim short. Chased down there was Horton. There's a long shot by Washington, and Jefferson will control.
Nice offensive rebound for the Jaguars. They get themselves another possession. Another chance to score.
Here's Freitag, baseline penetration, hops back a little bit, finds Thorman down low. In traffic, kicks it out to Horton, and he'll reset. The sophomore from Jefferson calling out the play here. I like the guys with the colored shoes, Dan. They're a little bit easier to identify. Great pass down low to Thorman from a little ball screen slip.
Yeah, somebody got lost on defense there.
Yeah, we got a foul quickly ahead. There's the transition offense. Jefferson looked like they lost their man, and Carruthers took advantage of that, went to the hole strong. I don't know. That was on Horton. I kind of thought that Freitag fouled him from behind, but a guy went in to take a charge, and Horton was called for the block.
Looked like the first contact was on the ground. This free throw gives us a chance to thank our Platinum sponsors this year. They provide some funding that allows the Eagan boys basketball team to do some extra things. So we're very grateful to thank our 4 Platinum sponsors: Escape With Us Vacations, Twin Cities Orthopedics, the Urgency Room, and Chick-fil-A. Thank you for your sponsorship this year.
Second free throw is also good. Brings us back to a 1-point game once again. We've been pretty knotted up here with a 3-1 deficit, as we go exchanging possessions here. Thorman on the left side. Looks like Eagan sitting back in a 2-3 zone now. Freitag up on the top. Here's number 3, Washington, rims around, no good. Freitag hustles over, gets the offensive rebound. We saw the athleticism and speed
quick
right there in the paint, and we got a late whistle. That's going to be a foul. I was waiting for that whistle.
I saw it.
Yeah. But now we saw what all the college recruits are seeing. He went from the top of the key to that corner in a flash. That was very fast. We got a timeout on the court. Eagan calls timeout.
All right, that allows me to tell you a little bit more about our Platinum sponsors. Thanks to Maria and the Escape Artists at Escape With Us Vacations for their sponsorship this year. It's not too late to book your spring break plans. Contact Maria and the Escape Artists at Escape With Us Vacations. Twin Cities Orthopedics, the trusted name of some of the biggest names in sports. They bring the same level of care to athletes of all ages. And with that, they mention their sponsorship and operation of the Training House, powered by TCO. Every level of work can be trained at the Training House. Been a sponsor for a number of years. They're located out at Vikings Lakes in Eagan. Thank you for your sponsorship. And thanks to the Urgency Room for their sponsorship. They're located over at Lone Oak in Lexington, and they can help you out with their convenient hours without the wait. The Urgency Room. And lastly, Chick-fil-A, local sponsorship on Yankee Doodle Road for their sponsoring the halftime prizes and the sandwiches at the concession stand, and also providing sandwiches to the boys throughout the year. Thank you to Chick-fil-A.
All right. Freitag will go to line shooting 2. And as we were talking about an equal rebounding situation, Dan, Jefferson has since, extended that. The rebound edge is 6-2 at this point, and we got to do a better job on the glass.
A couple of them have been offensive rebounds that gave them additional possessions, and you got to cut that off before it gets to be dominating. So we'll see what Eagan does to reduce that.
Baseline penetration there. Carruthers hands it off to Kazan and kicks it over to Busley, and we tied that one up with a three-pointer. Busley was a big difference in the Apple Valley game. It was a tight game with that 2. We are the 2 seed, and Apple Valley came in as a 7 seed, and it was kind of a grinder, Dan. You don't expect that type of a gain, and all of a sudden Busley rattles off about 3 or 4 three-pointers in the second half, and that extended the lead. Another offensive rebound here by Jefferson. A couple things make it a little bit challenging when you focus so much attention to one guy. It's hard to get back on the other people doing offense or doing box outs, and that might be the problem with what we're having right now. Marcus Horton goes to the line, and he's going to go to the line.
Could be
2 free throws.
I think you're onto something, Pat. Everybody's
to the line, Marcus Horton.
really paying attention to number 5 for Bloomington, and then you sort of create some space on the backside that the Jaguars are using to their advantage to get some rebounds. So as you think about your coaching career, guarding talented players, how do you try and prevent that, where you have so much time and attention and energy on one player, and then the other ones start to pick away and damage?
Well, there's a couple of trains of thought on that. Number 1 is my favorite elderly coach, statesman would say. His name is Larry Miller, longtime coach at Normandale Community College and actually in Burnsville. He would say, pick out the crustiest player and let him score 30 and then defend him in the last 3 minutes of the game, because he'll think he's hot and then everybody's out of rhythm. So that's a Larry Miller.
I hadn't heard that one, but I could see how that might work.
Right. I'm hot, coach. Yeah, there's a reason. All right, 17-17. We get a bucket down on the Eagan side. Back in that 2-3 zone, finds Freitag in the inside, and he's going to go to the free throw line. There's a little bit of open space, and he found it. Draws another foul.
What I'm impressed with so far is I don't know exactly what they said in the huddle, but they're certainly getting number 5 Freitag the ball inside the lane quite a bit. And historically we've seen and heard that he can score three-pointers and drive from the outside, but that really hasn't been his game so far here tonight. What do you think, Pat? You think they're trying to purposefully get him the ball inside and use his strength and his jumping to play from the inside out?
Well, Eagan, so I think Emmanuel Schmitter is a big part of that strategy for Jefferson, because he's got the strength to match up with Freitag on the perimeter and down low. And the Eagan other guys, they've got the length and the athleticism to match up with them outside, but maybe not the strength down low. And so that's maybe what Jeff Evans is thinking, is that if Emmanuel is not 100%, then we'll take him down low against some of the other guys. Here's Madigan, and it's a three-pointer, Liam Madigan, and Eagan takes his first lead since the early shots of the game. But that all started with near steal by Freitag, and then Searing picks up the loose ball, kicks it out to Madigan, and he knocks her down. 20-19, 5 minutes to go here in the half. Here's Washington now, hands it off. Here's Thorman, there's going to be a charge, easy call there by the ref, and that's Trevor Searings picking up another charge. He has had a charge in every game, Dan. Every game, Trevor Searing has had a charge.
For those listening, if you've been with us before, you've heard his name. He could be leading the state in charges taken through this season.
You're not lying about that. He actually could. I don't know if there's a state record for that or if people track that, but it's amazing. In my 30 years of coaching, I've never seen a kid take as many charges as he does. It's quite an effort that he gives. Quickly ahead, there's a little transition offense here by Jefferson in the paint, nearly taking another charge there. Could have gone that way as well as Freitag kind of went into the lane pretty recklessly, and Searing was digging in there, taking a charge. But Carruthers is feeling it, Dan. I love it.
That's right.
He gets another little floater in the lane, 22-19 with 4 minutes to go here in the half.
Carruthers on the scoreboard with 9 early points.
I don't think he's missed either. Here's Freitag guarded by Busley. A little hop back, gets Busley up in the air. No look pass down low, gets it back out to Freitag. Rims short, no good. 4. That's Mamalakis comes flying high. Knocked it out of bounds, so I gotta be honest. I like the man-to-man a little bit better, Dan. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like the zone has cost us some rebounds on some spacing issues than we saw with the man-to-man earlier.
It's a little tough to see here where we're at with the Jefferson crowd, but Busley takes a shot, a little off balance, but rims off, and Freitag with the basketball. Gets a ball screened by Thorman. Gets it looking for another one. Jumps out and the ball slip. Kazan there to challenge that layup and rims around, no good. And Madigan controls the rebound. Here's Carruthers here on the right side. Searing, dribble handoff. Back over to Busley, looking down low. Penetrate off of that pass. Now we got Kazan working against Freitag. Here's Busley, slowing things down a little bit. Searing pops up for a little pressure release. Madigan into the paint. Quick shot there, Carruthers, and I think that's his first miss. Loose ball, and it'll be Eagan's ball. Nice. Not sure what happened. Thorman lost his footing there, if he got bumped and fell. He's calling for a little breather. He's probably out of shape. He hasn't played much of the season with his knee, and I think he played for the first time a couple of games ago.
To me, it looked like
about 10 days ago. He's just winded. Maybe he just lost his balance. And let's get the ball back.
I was going to say, it looked like he lost his balance a little bit, and that might be a factor of not playing recently.
Yeah, and he immediately tugged on his shirt, needing a breather. Here's Busley. A lot of perimeter work here. Cuts to the basket, nothing there. Good defense. Backdoor Searing, nothing there. Good defense. Here's Kazan over Horton. Rebound on the backside. Battling inside is Emmanuel Schmitter. Battles hard and he limps away. He's gaming it right now.
Right.
He's ignoring that pain that he's got shooting up his shin. He traveled, Got to change his pivot foot.
I don't know.
Busley created that one. He wanted to get that to Freitag, and Busley had jumped that passing lane. And then number 11, Gavin Luck,
I don't know if you could
pivot foot.
I don't know if you could see it on TV, but we had about 50 people in the audience that helped with that traveling call.
Yep, and we're all here to help. All right, here's Kazan looking for a little penetration. Rims no good. Freitag with the rebound. Here comes Jefferson quickly ahead over the timeline. Horton looking for a deep shot. Penetrates. Cut off. Mamalakis. And now Luck. Calling out the play. Good transition defense there by Eagan. Little ball screen, little slip, and we got another charge. Oh, we got a block. Are you kidding me, Dan?
Not going to give it to him.
His body was there. I wonder if he's saying he was in that circle.
Yes, that's good.
Counting the basket, Mamalakis. McKenzie's not happy. He'd like to get an explanation. Searing was there. I thought it was an easy call, which means his feet must have been either touching or in that half circle there.
Well, Pat, we talked about this in other games, is that you have that half circle underneath the basket these days, and that certainly creates some controversy between the coaches and the referees and the players about where you're standing for that potential offensive foul. And because he said he was too far underneath the basket, they called a block on him.
So we're looking at a little bit of foul trouble here. Jack Hansen, who's on the floor right now, is the post player. He's got 2 fouls. And Searing picks up his second. He's going to go to the bench. That was a big call. Penetration and a basket. Kazan over Thorman. Thorman's back in there now. 26-21. 5-point lead by Eagan. We're going back to this man-to-man now. Max Busley is getting posted up down low. That got away pretty easy. Gambled for a steal, and backside help wasn't quite there, and he gets a quick, easy basket there. I like how they're using him down low. We got a double tip. That's going to go Jefferson's way. Freitag had his hands on the ball and tipped away, and Emmanuel couldn't handle it as it tips off his hands last.
Looks to me, Pat, like Bloomington sticking with that game plan, getting Freitag posted up down below. I think that's probably their best chance to get him one-on-one with some spacing.
45 seconds. Looks like Jeff Evans wants to go to this last shot here. 26-23. Eagan in a man-to-man. Got Jack Hansen with 2 fouls out there. Busley doing a great job on Freitag. 25 seconds to go here.
Pat, I don't think anybody's going to want to bet on who takes the last shot here for Bloomington.
Well, you know who's going to touch it, whether he shoots it or dishes it off. He's had some really nice passes on this pick and roll slip on that backside.
I think we're going to have a high pick here, a high screen.
10 seconds. Got a little slip. We got Emmanuel on there. There's that little slip.
Yeah, he did
Mamalakis rims up, but Williamson is there. Washington is there on that backside, and he gets the bucket at the buzzer, and that'll take us to the locker room with a 1-point lead. We had a 5-point lead, had a turnover, and a couple of buckets here late by Jefferson. So we're in for a good one in this section semifinals here at Eagan High School. We will be back shortly. All right, welcome back to Eagan High School, ladies and gentlemen. We got a 1-point ball game, 26-25. I am Pat Dorsey. Along to my left is Dan Hope, running color, and on my right is Bill Bernard, running stats, fellas. ETV does such a great job for us, and allows grandmas and grandpas and fans. The biggest fan right now is in Puerto Rico, David Shorn. He's listening in Puerto Rico right now.
From all around the world.
All around the world we got
Wildcat fans.
ETV listeners. So pretty interesting first half. Very methodical, both teams slowing the tempo down. And I think that is generated by Jefferson, Dan, because they want to just limit possessions because they feel like they've got the best player on the floor, so they can limit possessions so they can, they like their chances if they just need to get one basket on one possession as the game goes on.
And for our viewers at home, that's number 5 in the white.
Number 5 in the white's got 9 points. That's Daniel Freitag. He's one of the top recruits in the state of Minnesota for basketball and football. And then along with him is this sophomore Marcus Horton, who's also got 7 points. So of their 25 points, these two guards have 16 of them. And a lot of it, to be honest, Dan, it feels like it's coming off of offensive rebounds and extra possessions, and so we'll see what McKenzie likes to do out of this timeout or out of this halftime. I think he'll still mix it up with his man-to-man and the zone, but I think the man-to-man looked a little bit more effective as far as the rebounding and didn't give up shots. I think it just seemed like against that zone they were able to find some open spaces in the middle.
I think so too, and I think they've got to be quite pleased to keep Freitag down to 9 points at halftime, which is about a third of his average. And meanwhile, I'd say Eagan was pretty hot from the outside. They're pretty effective with their outside shots, and we got ourselves a tie ball game.
I know Carruthers hit a couple of threes. Oscar hit a couple. Busley hit one, I know. But we got some foul trouble down low. Jack Hansen with 2 fouls. And on the bench here, Trevor Searing, his backup, has got 2 as well. I felt one of those fouls, he got called for a block. But I felt like it was a charge. Quick ball reversal to the rack was Austin Carruthers to the left-sided layup, and he takes a 3-point lead for Eagan. Here's Freitag up top, Mark working against Busley. Thorman, now Melamalakis. He's got Freitag, I think, in the corner. We got a whistle.
Hard to see. We've got the students right in front of us.
Jefferson student body is standing in front. We can't see the near corner very well, but that looks like that was on Busley on Freitag's baseline penetration. That's his first. He's doing a nice job on him when he's getting matched up man-to-man. Wild pass. Looks like it's going Eagan's way. Here again, didn't see where that came from because we can't see this down spot corner. Looking for a skip pass maybe on the other side, and it just got away from Jefferson. Turnovers for Jefferson is high, Dan, so that's one thing that we're doing really well. Shooting the 3 and turning them over. We can continue to do that. If we can clean up the rebounds, that'll be even better. Here's Carruthers. Just got a bucket last possession. Here's Emmanuel Schmitters, quick ball reversal. And we got a 3-pointer, Max Busley. And we got a whistle under the basket. I think that'll be on the floor. It'll stay with Eagan ball. Basket's good. And then we got a foul on number 3 down low, and we'll keep it on. I think it'll be Eagan ball out of bounds. He didn't foul a shooter, so we get an extra possession here with a weak side rebound. I think he pulled on whoever was over there, if it was Carruthers or Kazan, who was trying to get the rebound, and number 3 pulled on him.
Big break for Eagan. They could come out of this with 5 points.
But Busley's 3-pointer does count because that happened before the foul. Here's Emmanuel Schmitter. He's getting to the paint. Little floater to the right side, rims around and goes down.
There you go.
And suddenly with that 5-point possession, that was a big momentum swing for Jefferson. Thorman was wide open on that baseline there, little slip screen, and couldn't find him. Last touch here on the shot by Freitag. Last touch by Hansen. Jefferson ball underneath.
Freitag's a scoring machine according to his stats, but one of the things I'll compliment him on is he's had some very strategic and no-look passes in the first half. I'll give him a lot of credit for giving up the ball and some nice passing.
They clear out that backside, and then they do a little ball screen, and then that's where that post player goes down, tips around, another play. It's going Eagan's way.
Like a double tip. Somebody got a hand on it.
Thorman's pass got tipped, and Freitag tried to save it by tapping it away from Eagan, but it went out of bounds. That's another turnover. 9 turnovers for the game for Jefferson. 33-25. We got a 5-0 run here. Here's Emmanuel Schmitter from 15, and he got it.
2 in a row for Emmanuel.
A lot of times when a team gets a buzzer shot at halftime, they go in the locker room with a lot of juice. Well, coming out of that locker room is Eagan. And Freitag answers, though. That was pretty smooth on that backside. He didn't get much space, but he got a little space. And he is.
That was pretty smooth. Yeah, at what point, Pat, do you think they're going to turn him loose? Or do you...
I feel like he is right now. He's had a little 15-foot jumper that just rimmed off. It was a really nice look for him. And now this shot here, I think he's going to start heating it up a little bit. Although, like you said, he's a great passer, too. That's how he got the buzzer shot, going into halftime.
Well, this timeout gives us a chance to thank our gold sponsors this year. These sponsors were able to donate some things to make the season a little more special for our players. John Mulcorn with Ballpark Realty, Eagan Arms Pub, Eagan Traveling Basketball, Steve Madden with Morgan Stanley, Olhus Insurance Agency, Tradition Mortgage, and Valbridge Property Advisors. Thank you for your sponsorship this year.
Got a little full court presser here by Jefferson. Oscar Kazan will run it. Hands it off here to Emmanuel Schmitter. Loses the ball, picks it back up, and Schmitter, and here comes the big whirly twirl. Slam dunk. I was just about to say, Dan, Eagan has done a nice job handling the ball. But I don't know, with Emmanuel Schmitter, typically he's the guy. Here's Max Busley, though. He'll quiet the crowd or get them juiced up. Answers that bell. Nothing better than answering a slam dunk with a three-pointer, but I don't know that with Emmanuel's bad foot, I don't know that I'd want him going against Freitag in the backcourt. How about you, Dan? Here's Marcus Horton with a travel.
Yeah.
10th turnover.
Number 13 for Eagan. Emmanuel Schmitter is hobbled tonight with a sprained ankle. I'm not sure our viewers had heard that earlier, but you're right. That might not be a good matchup for him against Freitag.
And typically, Emmanuel is the guy for that role, and maybe that's what he's used to do. Here's a little run and jump here by Jefferson. Finds a corner. We got a whistle here by Malamalakis. Did a really nice job getting wide and then hitting that corner. Carruthers, who was about ready to load her up and shoot another three-pointer from the left corner, but there was a foul here on the play. Looks like Jefferson is ramping up their pressure quite a bit. We got a foul here on Emmanuel Schmitter. Kind of a lackadaisical pass, and Freitag really jumped out on that passing lane, got his hands on it, and then it was a scramble, and Emmanuel Schmitter reaches in, and he gets the foul on Freitag.
Well, we've got
Emmanuel's first foul.
Pat, I'm seeing a dramatic change in half-court defense and hustle from Bloomington Jefferson. They are turning up the D all over the court. The first half, they seem to be pretty content to sit back.
There's a backdoor cut on that left side. Freitag with an easy basket above the rim. And that's a 38-32.
Here's your full court pressure.
They're looking to, and we got a little soft. Jeff Evans didn't love that one right in front of him, and they're going to have words a little bit with the referee. But he bumped him enough. And if we get that call, I think that'll help us a great deal. A lot of times those presses, if they don't call those bumps, the ball gets loose, and then look out. Here's Emmanuel Schmitter on the right side. Here's Busley. He's hit a couple and rims that one no good. Freitag with the rebound. quickly ahead. He's got Malamalekis streaking down that left side. Another great pass. Didn't get back on defense. Once again, all the attention goes to free tag, and Malamalekis gets free on that backside with an easy transition basket at 38-34.
We've had a couple momentum shifts here. We had the Wildcats break out to a 10-point lead right after halftime. Looking pretty good, some smooth sailing ahead, and what do you know? Game of momentum. It switches right back. Bloomington Jefferson cuts it to 4 within a couple of possessions. So here we go. We got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, it feels a lot more energetic and a little bit more up tempo, and that's generated by the full court press there by Jefferson. But 10 turnovers by the Jaguars tonight thus far, and I know Jack Evans, that's not really what he's used to. He's used to teams that just take care of the ball and grind it out and make great decisions. And right now they've been a little bit loose with that ball.
We'll give Coach McKenzie and his staff some credit, because I think a lot of those turnovers for Bloomington actually came off of some, we'll say, arms and hands and passing lanes and tipped balls. And a lot of tipped balls that ended up going the other way, and Eagan getting a possession out of them. So there's some good defense from the Wildcats leading to some of those turnovers. On the other hand, we're really seeing Bloomington Jefferson ramp up the defensive pressure, extending to full court in this half. They weren't doing anything like that in the first half.
No, they're sitting back pretty passively, and it's bothered
There
Eagan.
it is.
And it bothered Eagan against Apple Valley as well. We had more turnovers than McKenzie would have liked. I don't know that they had a lot of numbers. They may have had about 13 or 14, which is reasonable. Probably want to be a little bit around 12. There's Jack Hansen stepping back, and he's hit those all year. He had a little bit of freedom, and he got hands on the ball, and he hits a 3, 41-34. But those turnovers were bothersome, Apple Valley, because the turnovers that Eagan did have against Apple Valley scored. And that's kind of the case with Jefferson. The turnovers that we're having, we don't have a lot, but the ones that we do have, Jefferson are advantageous in getting it into the basket pretty quick. Here's Malamalekis battling down low on Max Busley. Busley's trying to front that post. Here's Horton, and we got a little body on Busley. That's probably his second now. Both in the second half. Got him a little bit with the body. Marcus Horton kind of leaned into him and got that foul drawn. Yep, that's Busley's second. Liam Madigan now is going to check in for Busley.
Free tag a little frustrated on that possession. He had a shake and bake move back door, and they missed the pass. He was wide open. Well, we'll see if they come back to that.
Down low, Thorman, double team, tipped around. Oh, saved it right in the hands of Malamalekis. He caught it. He turns and hits the basket, 36-41. Here's Oscar Kazan now, full court press here by Marcus Horton. Looking to trap there in the backside. Got it over Carruthers. Schmitter for 3 right in front of the pit, and we got it. Carruthers wanted a foul on that dish, but he'll defer to the three-point shot.
At this point, he didn't get the foul. He got the pass off. He got a three-pointer.
Man-to-man pressure again. We're switching every screen. Down low, Schmitter working against Malamalekis, turning. Should be a 3-second call. Loose ball diving on the floor. We're going to get a whistle tie-up, and that'll go to Jefferson. On the jump ball, what did the ref call, Dan? They call a travel first? If it's a jump ball, it should be...
I think he called a timeout.
Oh, there you go.
And the Bloomington fans do not agree with that call.
They don't love it.
30-second timeout for the Wildcats.
So Jack Hansen, according to the ref, had just enough of the ball, and the timing of McKenzie yelling for that timeout, he got the timeout. But I was expecting a jump ball for sure, because it didn't seem like he had it long enough.
All right, let me recognize again this timeout is sponsored by our platinum sponsors, Escape With Us Vacations, Urgency Room, Twin Cities Orthopedics, and Chick-fil-A. Thank you for your platinum sponsorship this year. Allowed our team have some extra privileges and things to do with your sponsorship. And so thank you Escape With Us Vacations, Urgency Room, Chick-fil-A, and Twin Cities Orthopedics. All right, here we are back with 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Got ourselves an 8-point game. And earlier it was a 10-point lead for Eagan, cut to 4. Now the 4 is back out to 8. Eagan with the ball. And looks to me like Pat Bloomington is dropping off the pressure and back into the half-court defense.
You know, it's interesting call there. I felt like they were kind of getting a little bit rattled by Eagan, but Eagan really made them pay with some three-point shots. They got some open looks, and it was, that Jeff Evans is getting a little nervous with, letting Eagan get some free looks. Trevor Searing now into the game. There's Carruthers. Rims off, but a great offensive tip back. Carruthers will try it again, and he's got it. 47-36. That's an 11-point game. Biggest lead of the night for Eagan.
That's 14 points for Carruthers.
Carruthers is on fire tonight. Great to see that. Sitting back in a 2-3 zone now, slowing down the pace. Making Jefferson work a little bit, getting a little methodical here.
You know what we haven't seen for a while, Pat, is we haven't seen Freitag with the ball.
Here's Washington from the corner, no good, battling around, loose ball, and just as you mentioned, a one-hand offensive rebound for a bucket and a timeout.
30-second timeout.
Yeah, we were denying him pretty well, and maybe that was from the man-to-man, and he got a little bit loose on that backside zone off of that shot by Washington, and Freitag went up with one hand, just easily. I mean, if we were that young, Dan, still, we'd probably be doing that stuff too, huh?
What do you think? Smooth. He was up in the air, one-hand rebound, put it back in. That was pretty nice.
Because all I know is the older we are, the better we were, right?
That's true too.
So.
All right. Well, let me thank our gold sponsors with this timeout. John Mulkern with Bulk Park Realty, Eagan Arms Pub, Eagan Traveling Basketballs, the Steve Madden and Morgan Stanley, Olhus Insurance Agency, Tradition Mortgage, and Valbridge Property Advisors.
So I just kind of glanced up at the scoreboard, Dan, and I would not have guessed this, but Freitag's got 18 points right now. It's a quiet 18, isn't it?
It's a quiet 18.
Yeah. And he's probably got about 4 or 5 assists too, to boot, and maybe about 5 or 6 rebounds.
I really don't feel like he's broken out yet either. He hasn't not played any kind of let's say solo or selfish kind of takeover. He's really been a team player. That's
what I'm really impressed with, and that's maybe what the Division I schools like about him, is that he takes what they give you, and he makes you pay when it's there. Here's Oscar Kazan on that right side, a little hop back, finds Schmitter, gets hit in the face, but no call. I do know that they don't call fouls on him that much. He's had a few. Here's Schmitter. Down low to Searing, working against Thorman. He's fine. Ball's getting a little reckless right now. Slow her down, Madigan. Nearly stolen away. Here's Liam from 3. Back iron, no good. Battling it forward. Malakis comes up with the ball. And here's Freitag. Working against Carruthers. No look off the glass. Rims around, no good. Tips around. And Malakis gets the rebound. Horton misses the 3-inch. Carruthers gets the rebound and has a few words with somebody out there. And let's just keep your composure, boys. We got a lead, 47-38, 10 minutes to go. Here's Kazan into the paint off the left hand with the rim. All the way to the rim, Oscar Kazan. Nice play, 49-38.
Back to the biggest lead so far.
Ties our biggest, right? We were up 11 a couple minutes ago, and here we go. Skip pass over to Freitag. High-low pass. Thorman. Here's Horton in the paint, cut off. Malakis gets the basketball down to the bottom, and they'll reset with Washington. Man-to-man defense, Eagan. Down low, Thorman can't handle it. Picks up by Washington, though.
I'm starting to feel, Pat, with 9 minutes left, that Bloomington's going to have to pick up the pace a little bit here. They're going to need to get a few more shots up. down by 11. They're going to need some more offense, and he just got fouled.
Freitag got hammered on the outside, but no whistle. Offensive rebound tipped off of Searing. So we got word over at Eastview, Dan. 44. What am I reading here? 27-22 Rosemount with 11 minutes to go in that game. So that would be an upset if Rosemount can pull that one away from Eastview on the road. Rosemount had beaten Eastview one other time. Corner shot by Horton, no good. Stolen away right away though off of Osterkazan. That's Horton with the easy basket. That's a great play there. Didn't give up, didn't get frustrated on the missed shot. He just kept at it. Here's Kazan, gets it over the timeline. Washington guarding him tight. Here's Max Busley providing some release. And we got a jump. A whistle called on the floor. Liam Madigan goes hard, pulls up, but he'll be out of bounds. On the floor foul as he was pulling up. Alex Schrupfer in the game now, along with Liam Madigan. Here's a corner, quick shot almost. Busley, reversal all the way over to Alex Schrupfer. Quick penetration, kick out to Busley. Rim short, goes over the backboard. That'll be Jefferson's ball. It'll be interesting, you know, Eagan's done a decent job handling this elevated energy by Jefferson by hitting some shots, but they look like they're just on the verge, aren't they? Like a cross-court pass is almost stolen, or a steal in the backcourt is almost picked, and you know, it just makes people nervous, I guess, but the kids got the things under control, and here we go.
So far, so good with that reaction against the pressure.
Jack Hansen into the ball game, down low to Thorman, rims around, no good. He's had a couple of good looks down there, just hasn't hit them.
Big kid, 6'7", number 52 in the white. He's had some good looks.
Here's Max Busley, brings it across. Liam Madigan working against Washington. Here's Jack Hansen. Now Schrupfer. He's going all the way to the rack, stolen away, and that's going to be Jefferson's ball. Great hands, Marcus Horton. Marcus Horton came off the bench to start the game. He started the second half. He's had a big game tonight. Alex Schrupfer guarding the ball. Tosses it over to Washington. Manuel Schmitter now out there. Got a 1-4 high set. Here's Freitag on the baseline, hands are up. Malamalakis, quick reversal. Here's Thornton all the way down low. Marcus Horton. He's telling people, hey, Freitag's pretty good, but you know what? Don't forget my name. He's having a big ball game.
Alex Schrecker, his second.
So he's going to get a basket and a foul. He's going to shoot a free throw one time. That's Alex Schrupp for his second. Now we got some substitutions coming in right now for Eagan. It's like the starters are on the floor for Eagan right now. That's Oscar Kazan, Max Busley, Manuel Schmitter, Austin Carruthers, and Big Jack Hansen down low. Back hard iron, no good. Schmitter gets the rebound. And there's bodies flying. We got a foul on somebody. There's
52
two guys. That was on 52. Pull him down to the basket.
Big guy Thorman, 6'7", tall guy. It looks like he wrestled underneath and got caught. And hand in the cookie jar, it turns into a foul. And here's that full court pressure.
Manuel Schmitter loses the ball again. Picked up. Easily basket by Freitag. Malamalakis with some good defensive pressure. Cross-court pass. Busley tries to settle things down. and over Thorman in the corner in front of the pit. 3-point bucket. Every time it feels like Jefferson's got some momentum, we hit a shot and settle it down, Dan.
That's right.
Great
a couple
composure.
of those have been by Busley, too.
And Busley. Here's high off the glass. That's Freitag. He went over Schmitter on that one, I believe. 52-46, 6.5 to go. And we're cranking up here. A lot of energy, big plays, back and forth. Big screen on the ball. Schmitter from 17, no good. Freitag with the rebound. Jeff Evans says, slow things down, let's get a bucket. They're going to run their offense, take some time off the clock. As we look at Twitter, Rosemount looks like they're starting to pull away, 34-24 with 7 minutes to go in that game over there at Eastview. Jonathan Meckenham is on the bench with 4 fouls for Eastview.
And now we have 3 fouls on Jack Hansen.
Jack Hansen picks up his 3rd off of Freitag. 22 points by Freitag right now. So he's getting closer to his average at 29. Quick release, battling, nice box out, big rebound, Jack Hansen. And a nice contest there on this Freitag shot here on the near side. Back door is Carruthers working against Malamalakis, and there's colliding. Who do we got, Malakas or down low?
Number 4.
Somebody's still on the ground here. That was Freitag down on the ground. He's slow to get up. He got hit in this last possession. But there was a lot of collision.
Yeah. Freitag was trying to take the charge.
Malamalakis got the arm. And right now, with every foul, the kids just do not think that they're fouling, and it's a pretty physical game right now. Carruthers will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. 52-46. First one up is off the back iron. He will get a second. Eagan girls are going to state, Dan. One of the big reasons was they hit their free throws down the stretch. First time in Eagan high school history that the girls are going to the state tournament. And that's an exciting thing for the high school kids. Jesse Madsen, head coach there, and they're really excited about that. Here is, missed both free throws there, Austin. 52-46. 5.5 to go. Starting to be crunch time here. Horton on that left side. Stolen away, Max Busley. Anticipated that pass. Freitag is quickly on Oscar Kazan. Quick shot there, Oscar.
And here we go.
You didn't love that one.
You can hear and feel the crowd.
Inside, we can draw as a foul. We got a
timeout before the shot.
Before the shot, he would have gotten fouled.
Jefferson takes timeout. Full timeout.
All right, let's talk a little strategy here. Your 30 years of coaching, Pat. You got 5 minutes left in the game. Bloomington Jefferson has really been hanging in there, but not really made a run that get over the hump.
Every time they have a chance to make a run, Eagan has answered with something. And, that electric dunk that Freitag had, what did we do? 15 seconds later, Busley hits a 3. And a steal in the backcourt for a layup, what do we do? Carruthers hits a 3. And so every time that it looks like Jefferson is able to kind of get a little bit of juice, Eagan has answered the call. But right now, both teams, I know Jeff Evans well, and he's going to tell his guys, we need a good shot every possession. We got plenty of time. We got 6-point deficit. All that is it's just possessions in a game, and we got to get shots.
It's
can't turn the ball over. They've been turning it over a lot all day. And Eagan's got to take good shots.
Sort of ironic for me, though, Patty. It looks like as I'm watching, it looks like Bloomington is slowing the game down, but some of their best energy and outcomes are coming when they're running the court in a little more up tempo.
Yeah, but when they're they're a decent team. Here's Freitag. Their record does not suggest it, but they're a dangerous team. Horton down low, baseline, easy penetration.
Good game for him.
Bucket. 52-48, 4-point lead, full court press. Oscar going against Freitag. Got the pressure release and throwing it out of bounds. Couldn't handle it. Good pass by Jack Hansen. Found Carruthers in the corner. I think Carruthers wanted to penetrate before he caught it and lost the ball.
That's a case of he was looking where he was going and finishing before he actually caught the ball.
So Jefferson has been turning it over all night. They haven't turned it over recently. They've got 12 turnovers, but now slowly Eagan has been turning it over. They're up to 10 now. And so you just got to take care of that basketball. 4 minutes, under 4.5 to go. Loose ball again. I think that's going to stay with Jefferson. Tipped off of Jack Hansen last. Freitag has been on the floor the whole game so far. He has not sat out. That's probably not uncommon for that team, I would think. Here's Horton. Horton's played the whole second half. He's had a big game for Jefferson. Washington back to Freitag. Working against Carruthers, gets a little ball screen. Now it's switched off to Kazan, dumps down, loses his feet. And we got Thorman.
What a pass.
Great pass by Freitag.
Got ourselves a 2-point ball game.
2-point game with about 4 minutes to go, just under 4. Now let's see if we can answer. It's in a 4-point run right now. Schmitter. Defensive pressure is being applied by Jefferson. A lot of energy going on in the gym right now. Here's Max Busley. Overplayed here by Horton. Jack Hansen steps out. Jack is a big kid too, but I think he's a little quicker than Thorman, Dan. And so he's going to be a press release, you know, whenever the guards get in trouble. Nice big ball screen there by Hansen. They switch off on it. They switch back. Here's Max Busley working against Horton. Working in on his left hand. Kicks it back out to Kazan. Backdoor cut. Challenges Freitag, and Emmanuel Schmitter gets a bucket. Great possession. Quickly ahead is Jefferson. Stopped there by Hansen. Washington now. He'll reset. Just under 3 minutes to go. 56-48. And that was a big possession. We took time and we got a bucket. Here's Jefferson now. Working down low. That was an 8-point run that Jefferson had, and then we just stopped. Here's Horton on the baseline. Thorman with a rebound, no good. Still loose. Battling it, reaching in. Where's the 3-second count? Baseline corner. And Freitag comes from nowhere. And he gets the putback. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Came from the 3-point line, gets the offensive rebound. Here's Hansen now on the top of the key, and McKenzie takes time out. But holy smokes, Dan, that kid was in the lane for the whole possession. Are you kidding me? But they get it. And we got 2 minutes to go, and McKenzie calls timeout.
Yeah.
It's a 2-point ball game, and we got to take a breather. You got any commercials?
Well, let me just say that the Bloomington Jefferson fans are hyped up. They're sitting all around us, and they're standing up. They're excited. Oh, wow, we've got a great high school basketball game here. It allows me to recognize again our platinum sponsors. Thanks to them for the extra resources this year. Trail Stop Tavern, Tradition Mortgage, Valbridge Property Advisors, Bullhuse Insurance Agency, Steve Madden with Morgan Stanley, Eagan Traveling Basketball. Also want to recognize John Mulkern with Ballpark Realty, Eagan Arms, Chick-fil-A, Urgency Room, Twin Cities Orthopedics, Escape With Us Vacations, Trail Stop Tavern, Minnesota Magic, Dunn Brothers, Minnesota School of Basketball, Rami Quarmont with Coldwell Banker Realty, and Ansari's Mediterranean Grill and Lounge. And lastly, Andiamo's Restaurant, all of our sponsors this year. Thank you for your support. All right. Got a chance for Pat Dorsey to catch his breath.
Oh, yeah. So Eastview is coming back, according to the TC Hoops Czar on Twitter. 37-35 with just about 2.5 minutes to go in that game. So Eastview's not going away without a fight. Nor is Jefferson. Eagan had an 11-point lead minutes ago, and we're only up 2 at this point with 2 minutes to go. And a quick foul there on Horton. And Carruthers will go to line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Missed 2. Last time it was on the line, he missed 2. We got to hit these.
It's his third to 7th team foul with Jaguars.
It's like the third foul on Horton.
Trevor Searing back in for the Wildcats, going out Jack Hansen. Wildcats in the bonus.
Austin Carruthers, big free throws like we mentioned. The girls, Eagan girls are going to state, and a lot of it was due to free throws down the stretch. Let's see if Austin can hit this first one. He does. That was huge. And the first one on a 1-and-1 obviously is bigger just because you get the second one as we go. You need the first to get the second. See if we can step up and knock down this second one, number 10. Here we go. Looks good, and it is. 57-52. 56-52, I'm sorry.
Carruthers is the
lead.
leading scorer for Eagan with 16 points so far.
He's had a really nice game. Here's Washington on the right side. Penetrates in. Stops right in front of Searing. Sweet little kiss off the glass. And we're back within 2 again with just a minute and a half to go. Take care of the basketball. Take a good shot. Here's a double team. Back door. Here's Busley. Finds Carruthers. 3-point shot in the corner. No good. Rims around, and Horton with the rebound. Hands it off.
Chance to tie.
Hands it off to Freitag. He's going to slow things down. Just get a great basket or a great possession here. Washington on the top. Just over a minute to go here. 2-point game, Eagan. Horton on the penetration around Oscar. Loses it for a second. Now he picks it back up. Washington. Now Melamalakis. They're just weaving around that backside. Here's Horton in the lane. Wild shot. That's going to go off of Jefferson. Wanted the foul. Searing stood in there, and I like the no call. There was contact there, but it was initiated by Horton. 57 seconds to go and counting. Here's Oscar Kazan. 2-point lead over to Schmitter. Gets it across the timeline, working about against Melamalakis. Here's Busley. Picks up his dribble, and now he finds Searing. Hands it off to Carruthers. He's going all the way to the rim, and we got a blocking foul. Jefferson wanted a charge, but that was the right call. 36 seconds, and Carruthers is going to go back to the line. Made his last 2 seconds to go. 56-54. He's going to shoot 2. Every free throw is big here, Dan.
What an exciting game, and as you can imagine, as excited and enthusiastic about that call for the Eagan fans. We've got the Jaguars over here holding their heads and sharing some of their thoughts with the referees. They didn't like it.
First one is hard off the back iron. Still an important free throw to get up by 3. Wanting to get up by 3. Melamalakis is kind of a glue guy out there, just kind of a hard worker, good defender. He's got 4 fouls. So if we have extra basketball, that's something to watch as well. Second free throw is money for Carruthers. Here's Washington bringing the ball up the court. Finds Freitag on the right wing, switched off. Ball in the corner. Washington, Levin Luck. We haven't seen Luck for a while. He started, but we haven't seen much of him. Dead ball up on top. Freitag working against Busley, and we got a timeout with 20 seconds to go. I'm a little surprised that they are taking this down to the wire here. I think you got to get 2 possessions here rather than just count on the 3.
Well, we've had some close games this year, and this is not the first time we've talked about this. What do you do when you're down by 3? You really don't want to wait till the last second here to get a shot off when you're coming from behind.
Well, 3 is tricky because I mean, if you miss the shot, the offensive rebound isn't necessarily going to tie the game, right? And so that's why I would have wanted to get a quicker shot. So now we know what we have to do. If we make it, we're down 1. Now we can play defense and shoot free throws. But Jeff Evans is going a little bit deeper in the clock. There's 20 seconds to go. But we haven't really seen that all game with them either. They haven't really taken quick shots. So that might not be their deal. You know, they want their best shot, and they've got a great player that can do it all. He can do it all. So what I think that they would want to do on defense here with Eagan is just make sure he doesn't get a 3, and if somebody else does, you know, so be it.
And you got to try and deny the ball, right? Let's keep the ball out of his hands.
They also have a couple of fouls to give. There's a chance that Eagan might foul them as a couple of seconds run off the clock,
right.
and get it down as they get him out of rhythm.
What Pat's referencing, Eagan only has 5 team fouls. So they could get away with a couple here to interrupt them, right?
A lot of things to talk about. Here's free tag. I think if he gets it, you foul him. There's 15 seconds to go. Here's Washington, free tag. He's got the ball. He's going to penetrate, hops back, nothing. 8 seconds to go. Free tag. I'd foul him. Nope. He gets an open shot, and they fouled him, and it rims off. He's going to get 3 free throws. 3 free throws, Freitag. He's going to have a chance to tie. He was very bouncy, kind of going in and out on Carruthers, and he got him up in the air, and Freitag got into him, drew the body. First one up is good.
2-point game.
Everybody in the gym assumes he's going to make all 3, but he still has to do it. Freitag, 57. 55, second one is also good. That'll get us to 1. Now here's the all-important one. But here's the deal. If he misses, we have to get the rebound. I hope they're not assuming that he makes it. We have to get the rebound. Emmanuel and Jack. That one is good. 2 seconds to go. We probably got a timeout. Set up a 2-second play.
Well, we've had some good ball games this year, a lot of close ones, and not to be disappointed, we've got another one.
And I think the only reason Carruthers doesn't foul him earlier on the floor is maybe they don't practice it, right? And so if you don't do something that you practice, you know, maybe something bad could go wrong. And unfortunately, the best, best player in the state says, you know, give me the ball, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, coach, I got you. That's what Freitag said in the last final 20 seconds.
Really no doubt on those free throws either.
Yeah, he had ice in his veins.
No rim, just complete swishes.
But we still got one more possession.
So let's talk about Eagan. Coach McKenzie here has a timeout. Got the ball on the baseline, underneath the basket. Got to go full court.
He's got 8. He's got the worst thing that could happen is if we throw it deep and no one touches it, and then Jefferson gets the ball out of bounds under their own basket. So somebody's got to touch it to make the play go. So we got it right here to get it back to him. And here's Emmanuel Schmitter from half court. Good if it goes. It's going to be short. And we're going to OT. 57-57. Jefferson escapes a 3-point lead, or a 3-point deficit with 20 seconds to go. And it's all because of Freitag drains 3 free throws here in the last 2 seconds of the game.
What a second half you had early on. Bloomington was down by 11, made a comeback, cut it to 4, went back down by 11, and then when you know, they tie it up with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's frustrating. It's hard, you know, because Eagan has definitely outplayed them, but you know, the second half, you know, Jefferson's ball pressure, I think, really bothered Eagan, got us out of our rhythm. Now we still hit some shots, and this last couple of possessions, we missed a couple free throws, missed 1-3 in the corner, and so that's why we're probably knotted up here, along with 3 free throws by Freitag.
The other thing I want to point out is that we noticed that Freitag had only 9 points at halftime, and he's quietly racked up 27 here by the end of the first two halves.
But the guy that's really making this happen is Horton, right? We kind of expected Freitag probably to get his, but Horton's having a big game as a sophomore. He's got 13 points up there.
For Eagan, Carruthers is on the board with 17. Some nice double-digit scores for Eagan across the board. Schmitter with 13. We also have Max Busley with 12.
Interesting lineup here on the overtime tip. Both teams in the 100% defensive look on the possession here.
4-minute overtime.
4-minute overtime. Control tip by Jefferson. And here's Washington. He'll get things started. Malamalakis, like we mentioned, he's got 4 fouls. He's a glue guy for them, good defender. He's number 4 out there. Washington, backdoor Freitag, down low, Malamalakis. Kicks it out, Thorman. Horton will slow things down. Working against Hansen, he's cut off. Kicks it back out to Freitag.
Head coach
slowing things down. Looks like Eagan sitting in a zone.
Head coach for Bloomington is calling out instructions, and here they go.
So overtime game here and a 1-point game with 30 seconds over at Eastview. So we got 2 tight ones here. Errant pass here. Freitag chases it down nearly Oscar Kazan. And we're still winding this clock down. Are they looking to get the last shot here? Can they hold it for 4 minutes, Dan?
It started to look that way. Let's see if they attack the basket here, if they're just going through some motions.
Here's Freitag, now Thorman on the top side. Back to Freitag.
Oh, they're posting him up in there.
Low. Emmanuel Schmidt double teams it. Freitag wanted that ball, and he's going to reset it here with 2.5 minutes to go. Clock running. Jefferson has had the ball this whole possession, has been the whole overtime so far. Here's Freitag curling around the baseline. He's got it off, and he did not get the bucket. And we're looking to get it across half court. He had an open look. Oscar Kazan. Freitag had a look. Didn't fall for him. Got a double screen there on Emmanuel Schmitter. Working against Horton. Stopped by Thorman. And they're going to reset. Oscar Kazan over to Busley now. The backdoor cut. Freitag. That was probably a good decision, but Carruthers in the corner with 3. Huge bucket. There we go, Austin. Good answer. Same situation. 3-point game here, Eagan. Jefferson's ball. 1.5 to go in overtime. Austin Carruthers having a big night. Malamalakis with 4 fouls on the court. High-low pass, lob, nothing there. Kicks it over to Freitag. He's going to reset here at half court. Just over a minute to play now in overtime. 57-60, Eagan leads here by 3. Freitag, 3-pointer.
Long.
Deep, rims around, last touch by Busley. Thorman had a great box out on Hansen. But on the backside there, Max Busley tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with Jefferson with just over a minute to go.
Jefferson takes timeout.
Jefferson calls timeout. They're going to get whatever they want. You think they'll run that play again to hold it all the way to the buzzer and then get Freitag on the line for 3?
Boy.
It worked for them. Let's call that one.
They should do that again.
Or we should. What are we talking about? We're cheering for blue here.
That's right. That's right. So you got to be thinking you got to get a shot up sooner here. Last time they went all the way down. Got ourselves a 3-point ball game. You know, you got to give yourself a chance to get a rebound off of a miss. And the other thing you have to do is give yourself a chance to foul and get Eagan to the line, have a miss, and see if Bloomington can get the ball back. If you're Eagan, you're definitely trying to prevent a good shot from coming off. Get yourself a good rebound, allow yourself to get fouled, go down to the other end and make your free throws, put the game away.
Well, we just got word over at Eastview that Eastview survives 42-41 over Rosemount, and looks like Rosemount gave up a lead late in that game as well. Rosemount missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and then Eastview held on.
You know, Pat, I'm looking around the gym here, and nobody is leaving to go beat the traffic.
No, they are not. Not in a heartbeat here. Jefferson thinks we're going to be playing longer. We got 1:06 to go. We'll see what they do if they want to get a quick bucket.
Thanks to Eagan TV for allowing this game to be shared across the Wildcat country.
We got Thorman in the corner. 2-3 zone.
Wide open three.
Wide open three. Rims around, no good. Battle around Carruthers with the rebound. And a foul by Malamalakis, and that will be his 5th. I did not see who shot it. Was that Horton in the corner, or is that free tag? I could not see from the crowd standing.
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay.
It was not. It was Horton because free tag came in for an offensive rebound.
I was thinking it was Horton or Washington.
Yep. And anyway, he missed the free throw.
It was wide open. I think he came in off of the inbounds and found himself an open spot in the corner.
And free take came from the three-point line once again to get that offensive rebound, but he couldn't get the putback, and then Carruthers cleans up the rebound, and he's going to go to the free throw line shooting 1-and-1. Egan's got nobody on the free throw line. Still a minute to go. Carruthers, first one short, no good. And here comes Jefferson. Free tag over here in the corner. Dribbles up, here's Horton. Dribble penetration, nothing there. Good defense, Searing.
45 seconds.
It'd be awesome to Searing get a charge here. Here's Luck, wheeling over to Washington. Little weave there up front. Horton penetrates the baseline.
What are they doing?
Go line shooting 2.
I don't know what they're doing on that offense. Would think they got to get the ball in Free Tag's hands, but you know what? He got himself fouled and to the free throw line.
The sophomore,
Marcus Horton.
Has had a big game. He's got 13 points. He's going to shoot 2 free throws with 34 and a half seconds to go in this one. First one rims out.
Oh, big free throws.
Here we go. This is a big miss here. I thought Malamalakis had 4 fouls. That must not have been on him.
Must not have been.
That was on Washington.
The pit over here at Eagan letting him know he's in Wildcat country.
Keep
a lot of noise
off the glass. Second one is good. 2-point game, 34 seconds to go. Now we got a substitution here to stop the clock and get a little full court pressure here by Jefferson. Good strategy by Jeff Evans just to get organized. And here's the ball inbounds. Max Busley, he's going to get trapped immediately, finds Oscar Kazan, and he's got fouled on that backside by Free Tag with 30 seconds to go. And Kazan will go to the line shooting 2. I believe he's in the double bonus. That is correct. That's Free Tag's 3rd foul.
Eagan pulls everybody out of the lane, trying to avoid. What are you thinking about? Thinking that not going to get a foul here by going over the back.
Over the back, but what if? Yeah. And confidence in Kazan of making the free throws. Maybe that's a confidence builder. All right, we got a couple of defensive substitutions in for Searing, or Searing's in, Madigan's in. Kazan's going to get a second free throw here. 61-58, 3-point lead. This will get it to 4. Big free throw. Oscar got them both. Attaboy Oscar. Here we go. Jefferson with Washington crossing the timeline. Where's Free Tag? Nearly loses the ball. Oscar's on him. Here's Luck. Free Tag. Stay on the ground. Tough physical shot. Oscar stayed on the floor and had a contested shot by Free Tag. Didn't get it. Out of bounds. Eagan ball 62-58. Let's get the ball in bounds, get fouled, and get 2 more free throws. That's what the strategy is on this one.
Got to get the ball in here without it.
Get the ball in bounds. Everybody's coming in. There's a big hit from the backside. That's on Melamalakis. He had no choice to foul, and that will be his 5th. I thought the other foul was on him, but that was on Washington before. So Melamalakis will go to the line. I don't know, statistically speaking, if Melamalakis had a lot of rebounds or steals or assists or anything like that, but I was impressed with his defensive game. He was just a tough kid out there making it happen, getting his balls, getting his hands on a lot of tip passes and what have you. 62-58, Austin Carruthers on the line. Missed a couple free throws here in the second half, but he's made a couple as well. He's got 2 coming. First one up is very good. I think I saw the bus driver leave, Dan. I think he's starting to get the bus warmed up for the kids. First one up, the second one up is no good. 63-58, 10 seconds to go. Madigan, here's Freitag not giving up, and he knocks down the 3, so we got to do it again. Brings us to 2-point lead.
5 seconds left.
5 seconds to go. Here again, we just need to get the ball in bounds.
All right, let's talk about what's going to happen next here. You got the ball on the baseline. You can run the baseline. Number one thing, you got to get the ball in bounds, right? You want to get fouled. You don't want to have a turnover. How do you set that up, Pat?
Well, the other scary part is that Eagan does not have timeout. So if Jefferson can put the heat on, that puts that little extra insecurity there where you can't call a timeout. So McKenzie's going to run up a play. Hopefully he gets the ball in his best free throw shooter's hands, because he will be fouled immediately here with 5 seconds to go.
And if you're Bloomington, what can you possibly do to try and get a steal out of this?
Well, I think they're just going to face guard and switch every screen, and if they get a loose ball, they'll pick it up. And they got enough time if they do get a steal. They just, Coach Evans is saying if you get a steal, just whoever it is, get to the rim and hope for the best, whether it's Freitag or anybody, because you don't have time to find Freitag. But we'll see. It's a big inbounds play right here. They got it underneath their own basket. Like I said, they can run the baseline, meaning they don't have to stay in one place because the shot was made. I think Freitag's given us everything that we were hoping for, don't you think?
Been fun.
He's got 30 points here, and it doesn't feel like he's got 30. I mean, my goodness. It's a quiet 30 if there's such a thing. All right, we got full court press like we expected. Here's Oscar Kazan. Max Busley's got it. Hold on to it, and he's got fouled right now. That foul's on number 11, Luck. Just 1 second came off the clock. Busley's going to hit the free throws.
Number 11, his first.
He does need both of them to ice this game. If he hits one, it's still a 3-point game. Where with Freitag on the court, you never know what's going to happen. Number 15 in there, Lundborg. First one up is off. Still need this one to get it a 3-point game. The bus driver, I've been told, is starting to walk back. He's not going to waste gas. He's not starting the bus quite yet. 4.5 seconds to go. Second one, that was huge. All right, now we got a 3-point game. Neither team has a timeout.
Jefferson is timing rolling.
I think they're going to set up a play for number 5. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. And 4 seconds is enough time, actually. 4 seconds is plenty of time to get a shot off. Just don't foul him. Don't foul. Contest. Stands up. He's in trouble. Rims around that ball game. He had a decent look. Emmanuel Schmitter held his ground, stayed like a brick wall. Freitag shot over him, but it just rimmed short, and that will do it. The bus driver is starting the bus now officially. That'll get us to the section final game. Eagan Wildcats 64, Bloomington Jefferson 61. We will play at Eastview next Thursday night at 7 o'clock for the section championship. And I just want to thank Bill Bernard doing stats. Want to thank Dan Hope doing color. Thank all of our sponsors, and especially ETV for helping us bring this ball game. My name is Pat Dorsey. We will have one more game at least at Eastview for the section championship. Good job, Eagan. Eagan victorious tonight, 64-61.
Good ball game.
Will be next week, Thursday.